Well, today is World Autism Day, and right now, with schools being closed across the country, that means children with autism are left with no access to therapy, and many parents are struggling with no extra care or help. Joining us this morning is Susan Cosgrove, whose 3 children all have autism. Susan is joining us from her home this morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Your 3 kids, and we should name them Phoenix, Kaya, and Liam. You say you have already seen changes in them since they've been away from school, away from therapy. They've been at home. What does missing therapy mean for them and for you?
So I would say Phoenix is probably the highest affected. He's 6 years old and he goes to a full-time special program. There he is there on his trampoline. So he's in what's called a Section 23 school here. And that means that his school is a day treatment program. Oh, that's him. That's me trying to keep up with cleaning as fast as he can mess up our tiny kitchen. So he goes to what's called a day treatment program. And that means that with his school staff in his school is a lot of different treatment staff. And their day is very, very structured. And pretty much all of his therapy happens at school. So now he suddenly has no school, which, is pretty fun for him. But now he's home with me all day, and we're kind of just trying to figure out what the new normal looks like.
Yeah, I can't even imagine your situation. With the lack of therapy and the lack of instruction and the progression, what have you noticed about your 3 kids' progression?
Okay, so they're all very different. The boys definitely are the strongest affected, which would be Liam. Hi, Liam, who's 16, and he's in grade 11 in TDSV. So, we spent a good part at the beginning of the year with him trying to work on, with our trustee, getting him a one-to-one worker. And that took several weeks, and it was a lot of work, and they were starting to get settled in together and build a great relationship. And then everything shut down. So Liam, being older and having an understanding of kind of what's going on in the world, he suffers a lot more anxiety. He thinks about it a lot, and, we have to monitor the news situation. And we've heard from his teachers this week, and they're working on getting some online learning set up for him, but still figuring out what that's going to look like.
I know there's been some regression with some behavior because there's not the repetitive instruction that comes with therapy. And you, as a parent, are doing the best that you can. You've ordered a trampoline. You've basically turned your whole home into a care center for your kids, which means there's a lot of space for them, maybe not as much space for you. How are you coping?
Well, so I try to remind myself that right now this is my job, right? This is how I'm a good citizen and how I help our frontline workers and how I help, our whole society be safe and work through this. So I try to think of it as, my responsibility and try to look at it that way. But of course, people have feelings and it's frustrating and there's worry for the future about what might happen. I would say Phoenix, especially the areas we put mattresses in the living room. This is his little clubhouse.
Susan, you've done an incredible job of trying to recreate spaces that would be friendly for your kids while they are at home. I want to give you really quickly an opportunity to give an ask to the government. What is it that you would like to see for parents like yourself?
So I think what we need is a unique level of support. Somebody like Liam, who is currently not in school, is 16 years old. There really isn't childcare for somebody who is that age. So we really need a different kind of support to make sure that we can be out accomplishing the things that we need to, and as well transition planning for back to school, especially for Phoenix, is going to be really important. It's going to be it's already been a pretty long school break. A lot has changed in his life, and it's going to be a really sudden jolt when he does go from being Camp Mommy back to a highly structured program.
Susan Cosgrove, and to all the parents who are in the same position as yourself, working in self-isolation, trying to be both therapist and parent, we wish you all the best on World Autism Day. Thank you for sharing your story with us on Your Morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.